What is going on? What's happening? All right. Hopefully, you got my stuff fixed. We're gonna see if it wants to stay that way. But yeah, something was going on with the audio stuff. I don't know what, so I couldn't figure it out. I looked in the logs. There was nothing in the logs. She just crashed. So I don't know if it was a Windows audio issue. Not sure. But we are back. I switched over to Wreckfest because that other game is too stressful, man. It was fun. It was cool to like introduce and play on stream for a little bit. But man, that game is intense. That's something I got to play off stream so I can like zone in because that shit, man. That game is fun as hell. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Can't see what else they do with it because it is early access. Hopefully there's a couple little things I hope they tweak on. Nothing bad though. I don't like that you can't jump on stairs, so I hope they fix that, or I'll figure out what their reasoning is as to why they did that, one or the other. And they got to make it to where when you press a button, like you don't have to have your nose on it. Like I imagine like arm's distance, you know what I mean? Like your character should be able to reach out and press the button. You know what I mean? Not like animate it, but I'm just saying, like, I shouldn't have to be right here to press the button. Like, I should be able to press the button from right there. Like, so hopefully they can square that away. But other than that, man, the rest of the damn game is fucking perfect. It feels good. It plays good. It's fun as shit. Look, oh, it's awesome. And that's little stuff. I mean, that's part of what you have to work with, considering it's like speed runny style. But RJ, what's going on, man? He says he'll be back in just a little bit. I got you. But I'm gonna do a little single player action here. I realize when we play online and stuff like that, I don't have a whole lot of cars and stuff unlocked and upgraded and everything like that. So I need to do some of that. So they have this tournament mode that used to be, and it was an online thing. But now it has been changed so that it's just solo, single player against bots, whatever, and you can you win the tournament prizes and whatever that you could have won with the online ones back when they did them, and they're just going to kind of keep them on a cycle because the game is getting a little older at this point. So that way, if you may have missed out on the original tournament when it happened, you can now just do it single player when it comes around and have fun with it. This is going to be fun as shit right here. So let's see what we got. Check this machine out. Let's do it. That's what I get for trying to screw with the computer car, man. Shouldn't have done that. Thing's talking about score 205,000. I got a long way to go to score that much in 3 laps. Oh, that's not good. All right, let's get we're gonna restart real quick. Soggy, what's going on, man? What you been up to, buddy? All right, so we're going for points, not position or time. Last one I did was for time. Now, I guess the higher position we have, the higher our multiplier up there is. So I need to try to get to the front. I reckon these motherfuckers. The game is called Wreckfest. This thing drives pretty damn good. You know, I'm gonna land on top of somebody. Nope. Hell yeah, so what you been playing? I don't know if you were here for the news, but I am finally back to wrestling again. Guy started up a company here in town, or he's working on setting up a company here in town, but we've been back to training. Which right now it's just a handful of us, but it's guys that I've, wrestled with years ago, so we're just right back to getting in the swing of things and seeing how things go. But he's trying to get places booked and everything like that for us to actually run shows starting as early as this year, like before the end of the year. So that's really cool. And then eventually, once we start to, if we bring in and start training more people and everything like that, I mean, me and my buddy are kind of a couple of the more experienced guys, so we'll probably be training people. So it'll be a really cool deal. I'm excited about it. But yeah, man, what sports have you been up to? It's what I've been doing. I ain't going back to playing hockey. I think I did everything I could do in the realm of hockey there. And I ain't getting no 205,000 in 3 laps. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to do that. And I'm definitely not going to do it driving like this. Dude, I bet that is fun as shit, Soggy. With like the jumps and everything, right? Hell yeah, dude, that stuff is so sick. It is ridiculous how much you gotta be in shape for that, though. Like the amount of pedaling you have to do in such a short period of time, it like reminds me of a soccer game, because you always hear the stats about how, I don't know the numbers, but they'll say like, oh, an average soccer game you run like 10 miles or something like that, you know, whatever. Like, I feel like the BMX racing, man, is like insane the amount of pedaling you do. Oh, you broke your arm. Oh shit. Yeah, that'll. Yeah, I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get 200,000 score. Let's just try to get up to the front. That's crazy. Well, I think I remember you saying something about that. Yeah, about breaking your arm. You know my memory's terrible. It's so bad. I've always wanted to go watch one of those. There's actually a track not far from me. Well, if you ever look up, I actually don't know what the facility is actually called, because in Virginia it's in Dinwiddie County, so we just say like if we just say the drag strip, or we'll say, oh, over at Dinwiddie, like that's just what we call it. But I think it's Virginia Motorsports Park, because the NHRA actually runs there, like Top Fuel dragsters. Like, it's a full facility. And they also do drift events and stuff there, too, which I now have no excuse to not go over there and watch the drift. I don't like, they don't do FD or anything like that, but, like, local stuff. So I need to be going and checking that shit out. But they have, like, a full-on BMX racing track over there. And not like some kid shit either. It looks like a pro level. I don't know much about it, but it's huge. It looks like a pro level track. Was I right? Is it Virginia Motorsports Park? I think that's what it's called. That's the drag strip, right? Okay, yeah. Dude, if y'all ever get a chance, man, if you ever get a chance to go to an NHRA Top Fuel dragster event, holy crap. It's like watching a rocket launch just over and over and over again. This shit is just absolutely insane. If you're any type of car person at all and you haven't been to one in person, you gotta see it. And I will also, excuse me, I will also say the World of Outlaw sprint car racing, same thing. Oh, hell yeah, Soggy, definitely do that, man. Charlie posted a video of me doing some wrestling training stuff the other day. It's not great, but it's something. But we're slowly, like, getting back into the swing of things in general. So soon we'll be, like, probably trying to do, like, full matches and things like that at training, and then, you know, like, videoing those and going back over the video and, you know, what did we fuck up? What did we do good? How can we improve? Those types of things. So I'll post those videos on Discord as well. Hey, I managed to hit bronze. So basically, I just need to get all the way up to the front. I almost won the damn thing, too. Got you, Saga. Hell yeah. We'll keep rocking this little solo tournament things here. Wreck as many as you can. Finish as high as you can. These are finish as high as you can. What is this one? Let's do the little monster truck thing first. Wreck as many as we can. You ain't got to tell me twice. Thunderbolt. Oh yeah, well, Saga, that's completely up to you. Whatever you want to post. Ah, they're bumper cars and I'm in a monster truck. What the fuck? And I've got 3 minutes. I have to kill as many humans as I can in 3 minutes. I love this game. Oh my god. I achieved the bronze trophy in like 80 seconds. Or not even that, 30 seconds. Didn't even hit a minute yet. This is incredible. See, I've been just playing multiplayer and shit. And see, I've been missing out on Wreckfest because we haven't been able to play it on stream because my setup, it was all screwing up. But now that I've got the capture card, dude, now I can actually get back and play the game and get to do shit. This is so funny. Get fucked. These little bastards are actually pretty quick. They're kind of hard to catch up to. Oh, this guy's screwed. Yeah. We got our gold and we still got half our time left. Let's see how many of these little shits we can kill. Got something from dinner stuck in my lip and it's driving me crazy. I can't get to it. Oh, I'm gonna land on one of these. Oh, I missed him. Oh yeah, Soggy, I can't imagine. I know the bikes aren't cheap by themselves, but all the gear, equipment, and then you got to get to the event. At least it's not like motocross, where not only you have all the gear, the equipment, the motorcycle, dirt bike, everything like that, but like then you have to have like a trailer and shit. At least with BMX stuff, you can like bring it in like a regular size SUV, van, whatever, or a full-size car or whatever. Because that was the first thing I thought of is like, man, it's a lot like motocross. And then I was like, no, because you don't have to carry all that shit around. So it's basically the same thing, easier travel, but just as expensive. And very minorly less dangerous because like while you're doing a lot of the same things, you're not going quite as fast, and also you can't get killed by the bike too. Like you can just get killed by other people. Damn, you don't do like elbow pads or nothing? I'd be having on half a damn motocross gear like to do that shit, man. I say that, but when you're like comfortable with something, you really don't wear it. Like when I played hockey, dude. Well, because I played roller hockey, so it's supposed to be It's like half check. It's not full check hockey like ice hockey. But what the hell? Get this off my screen. I do not want to buy y'all shit. I'm just doing the challenges. But no, I would wear. I mean, a helmet, obviously, because I'm not stupid. But I didn't have like the visor, face shield, or anything like that, and I had just a jersey on, so nothing under that. Of course, I had a cup, the same thing as a helmet. I'm not stupid. I protected the important stuff. Yeah, fair enough, Soggy. Oh, this ought to be fun. Oh, yeah, of course. Well, you don't want to get caught if you fall and somebody, right? You can get cut real bad or something. Maybe if you get your arm caught in somebody's chain or something like that, like you definitely want to have some protection from that type of stuff. And also, I mean, if you fall in general, it's going to suck. Landing on the dirt and everything like that. But yeah, I've got way more gear on for me doing wrestling than you do for BMX. That's wild, dude. I've got like those little knee braces, not like the hard kind, but it's like a little wrap. I've got knee wraps with knee pads on top of them. They're actually field hockey shin guards that I have for kick pads. I have ankle braces. Then I do like tights over top of all of that to kind of hold everything in place. And then I've got my boxing shoes for like wrestling boots, basically. And that's for training. And then for an actual match, I have kick pads and knee pads that go over top of that. Like, I could kick the shit out of you and it would feel like getting hit by a pillow. And I love it because I could just seriously, like in a match, I could just kick the shit out of somebody and they don't even feel it. But it looks super gnarly. And I've got like elbow pads and stuff. Like, yeah. Well, that's also because I'm old. But see, that's the thing, Soggy. Yeah, because like, concussions are a bitch for any sport, but with wrestling and pro wrestling and football are kind of the two places where it's just like, that's basically part of it, and it sucks that it's like that, but yeah, like, I don't know, I can't tell you how many concussions I've had from wrestling. I know I've only had 2 serious ones, because, I mean, we're learning more and more, throughout human history or whatever, we're learning more and more about concussions and everything like that over time. I mean, who knows how many minor concussions I've had that I just either didn't notice, or I thought I had a small headache, or, they say, oh, well, he rung his bell, that type of thing. But I know for sure I've had 2, like, serious major concussions. I had one that was so bad I had to call out of work the next day. But who knows with wrestling, because, I mean, you're not really hitting your head, but your brain is going to be sloshing around a lot doing the stuff that we do. So yeah, I'm glad that, especially with BMX, like, because when you fall, I mean, it feels like, I feel like you can't fall, like, in a non-dangerous way, doing that BMX racing. You know what I mean? Like, there are lots of sports in which you can fall in a controlled way, and I mean, hell, wrestling is nothing but falling in a controlled way. But I feel like with the BMX racing stuff, like, if you fall, it's gonna suck. There is no way to make that not suck. Like, it's like snowboarding. It's hard to fall on a snowboard and it not suck. I mean, the guys that are like professionals, I guess, they're probably really good at it, but for a regular human. There, I finally got that thing. I hate to like dig in my mouth on stream, but oh, yeah, well, Soggy, my memory's horrible. I've always had a bad memory ever since I was young, and not that I ever hit my head or anything like that, but I've just had a bad memory in general. And then I think with the wrestling, like I said, I don't know how many minor concussions I've had, but I know I've had a handful of decent ones, and I can't remember shit, dude. Oh! Oh, I know that didn't feel good. Break a metal bike rack. Oh, this ought to be a fun little race here. Oh no. If I like upgraded this car, why am I hauling so much ass? Oh, that's one way to do it. Damn, I still got 3 more laps. Another guy face planted, his carbon fiber helmet broke into his face. Holy shit. You've got to bust your ass to break your helmet. Good Lord. Yeah, that's the one thing about that type of stuff that I don't like. And I like watching professional level motocross and things like that. Those guys are just good. They know what they're doing. But I hate seeing them fall, man. I'm really, I mean, we talk about it on stream all the time. Is that's part of why I love wrestling is we're working together. And I mean, horrible accidents can happen in a wrestling ring, of course. But at the level of wrestling I do, and I know my limits, I'm not doing any crazy flippy shit. So the worst that could happen to me in a wrestling match is I tear a ligament in something or, whatever, pull muscle, those types of things. And it's just the type of matches. I am for the more entertaining aspect of character work and shit, not, do the athletic luchador style stuff. But like, seeing the guys doing like the motocross and BMX and all that stuff, and even like young kids, man, I love them for it. Like, definitely go out and do what you want to do, but like riding a motorcycle, those little like 8-year-olds, and they're doing motocross and shit, man. It's like I'm so afraid watching it. Connor, I do not know the name Connor Fields. I mean, the same thing goes for like any of the X Games stuff. Because like skateboarding, you can do like skating on the street, kick flips, small grinds, things like that. But then you see like there's like 12-year-old kids hitting those mega ramps and shit, and it's like, oh my god. Obviously, you have to start that young to get that good, but it scares me sometimes, I don't want to see an adult get hurt either, but thinking about like a younger kid doing it, it's like, man. And all the way up, and then like also guys in their 20s that do stuff like that just for fun, and I'm like, man, it's crazy seeing, it's like I do motocross racing. It's like, but you don't do it for money. Like you go out, you spend money to go do this. It's like you could die. It's like, oh no. Join your local softball team or something. Nah, people do what they love. That's why I do wrestling, man. People do what they love. Oh, wow. Doing BMX you're talking about, Soggy? Oof. That sucks. I remember that one guy on the luge track or whatever, the bobsled track, that died a few years back. I remember seeing that video. That was rough to watch. Demolition Arena, we're trying to score points. 3,200 points. So let's see how many points I get for hitting a son bitch here. Nothing, because I just missed every one of them. Oh, I'm gonna have to put in some work here. Uh-oh. That is not what I needed. Need to score a lot more points. Hey, Kuza, what's going on, dude? Man, I'm trying to knock out these, Oh, I'm gonna get this guy. Come here, you son bitch. Where'd he go? Somebody else get him? But I'm doing these tournament things. To try to, so I can build up my garage a little bit and upgrade some cars and things like that. But now that I can stream this game, I'm trying to do some of the single player stuff. Man, I'm gonna miss out on so many points if I can't hit these guys. Oh, come on. Real, and somebody else gets him. God damn it. And then I missed this guy. It's like kill, steal, and central up in here. You put huge damage on somebody and then somebody else just goes boop, takes them out. All right, I got silver. How much time have I got? I only got 30 seconds. Where's that low health guy I just saw? There he is. He's over there. No, 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 no. I'm gonna cheat. Reset. Damn it. Cheat. Reset again. This guy right here. No! How much do I need? 8,000. Oh my God. I could have got this one, dude. Man. Yeah, Akuza, you're right. Soggy, that would make sense. All right, I'm going to try this one more time. If I don't get it this time. Yeah, that's so wild, Soggy. That sounds like so much fun, though, especially if it's something you're good at, you know, and like you've got good equipment and everything. Like if you've got a good light bike and you've got the feel for the track and everything, like you've got practice on it and everything, and you just know the flow of it. And like to be racing shoulder to shoulder with somebody else, dude, it's gotta be so wild feeling. Fuck that guy up. All right, here's a free kill. Got my bronze. Let's keep it up. Cheat real quick. Try to get one of these low health guys over here. Boom! Oh, I didn't get that one. Come on. How much more do I need? 8,000? Come on, come on. Aw, man. There's Wayne. What's going on, buddy? Oh, soggy, I'm sure. Yeah, oh yeah, once you start dealing with the carbon stuff like that and all the different different alloys and stuff that they put together, and you're on some NASA shit at that point. But what is up, Wayne? Oh, I got you, man, right off the bat, because you got to get in there and get your, you got to do the gimmick where you go on the West Coast track and just, like, get a whole shitload of money. Oh, it's horrible. Yeah, it's really bad. I love it, but it's really badly optimized for what it is. But I'm sure we'll get a lot of improvements on that over time with CarX Street being a thing, because they using the same engine with the level of optimization that CarX Drift Racing has, they can't do what they want to do in Street without like completely fixing a whole ton of shit. So hopefully some of those fixes make their way back. All right, well, it looks like I have completed all the challenges for the day, except for, no, I got them all. Cool. Oh, you can get it's like liveries and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Check this guy out. Not gonna lie, these are kind of slick looking. Check this shit out. Taxi cab over here. Oh, Kino's again. You see what I've been saying on stream for all this time, man, where like a lot of the stuff in Kino should be in the base game. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't, Wayne, but Jay has it, DK has it, Yakuza has it. You can message Kitra too. Sure, he's still got it. That's where people are getting this from. A whole bunch of cool shit in here, man. So for another, so these are daily. So the daily challenges, these will rotate through, and then these go for a week. This one goes for a season. Okay, I'm starting to figure it out. I want to get these little cars right. I want to do this one more time, because these little cars right here are so much fun. I think I just straight out deleted that one, Akuza, because there was no... That was like the only thing posted in it, if I remember correctly. Like, nobody was really using that. It's really the only mod like we all run is just Kino and Reshade. But this little damn... It's like a 3/4 midget sprint car, but it's got like a bumper frame on it like a go-kart. We already have too many channels in the Discord as it is, but I also feel bad because there's like useful stuff in there for people on some of those channels, and I don't want to get rid of it. I wish there was a way to merge channels, but there's not. Because like I would merge the CarX screenshots and the official screenshots, because the official screenshots one was for like when we were doing the, you know, single car comps before Slide Style started. Well, now we have Slide Style, and that has its own like photo galleries or whatever. And we have the CarX screenshots channel for like general day-to-day stuff, so. Well, you guys can always post the livery files in the CarX, like the CarX general. Or put it in there with like, add some screenshots of it and then put the livery with the screenshots. Hell, y'all can put that stuff wherever you want. I don't give a shit. Oh, hell yeah, Soggy. We're still doing our thing. The finals are on Friday for Slide Style, man. I'm excited. The hell happened there? Penalty? I'm losing the hell out of this race. Let's do this again here. Oh, it basically was Akuza. I mean, that's generally what it was. But the idea being, because you guys would always like take a shitload of screenshots when we would do our little solo comp events and stuff like that. And it was awesome, so it was like a perfect place for you guys to put all those, and plus you guys do higher quality stuff than a large majority of other people, so it was kind of cool to have all that stuff in one place or whatever. Then there was the general screenshots just throughout the weeks or whatever. But I don't want to get rid of it because I want people to be able to go back and check that stuff out. I mean, some of them are really, really cool, you know? But also, there's a ton of channels in the Discord. If they ever, maybe one day they'll make a feature where you can like merge channels. Just take all of the content from one channel and stick it in another channel, right? Like right on top of the like the dates. Just blend them together. These little things are so much fun to drive, man. Oh, I feel you, Soggy, for sure. Your little wrestling guy has been doing, he's been putting in some damage too every once in a while. Your little tiny Batman guy, he's funny as hell, man. It's so funny when he like shows up and he's like, because I have it set to where the size of the wrestlers really doesn't affect what moves they can do, because the game has an option for that. But I kind of turned it off because it's more funny to see somebody like your tiny little guy, your little Batman. He'll pick up somebody huge and just hold him over top of his head or throw him over the top rope or something. Look at that, pass for the lead on the last lap. Am I going to be able to make it in time, though? It doesn't look like it. Too bad I already completed this one. Boom. All right, so we'll go back to the regular single player stuff here. See what old career mode. What have I not done? I haven't done any of these. I've done some of them. Big rig racing? Well, I don't own a big rig truck. How about this one? Vehicle not eligible. What vehicles are... Oh, I have to pick one of these that's eligible. How about this guy? Oh, I thought it was a race. Oh, fuck that. Oh, where am I going? I want a race, man. All right, which ones of these have I not done? You have another series in progress. What series do I have in progress? Oh, this. Oh, no. That's actually pretty damn useful, Soggy. You can upgrade whatever you want. The convoy? Oh, I don't have the car for that either. I need a big rig truck. I need to go get a big rig truck. I can't buy a big. How do I get a big rig truck? They're one of these where you unlock a big rig truck. Oh, I haven't done this one yet. I don't own any. Damn it! Front wheel drive car. Okay, let's look at it. We'll get a front wheel drive car then. God damn it! Go to the market. Front wheel drive. This one's front wheel. There aren't going to be a lot of front wheel drive cars. Yeah, I do, Yakuza. Why does it not count that? Is it not the right class? Is that the problem? Yeah, because it's a B class. Maybe that's it. Because, yeah, front wheel drive. Let's go look. Yeah, C class. We're doing single player stuff, Jay. Trying to get my garage built up a little bit, but it looks like I've kind of got. Well, speaking of that, let's just go look at the damn. What cars do I not have yet? Because I got a ton of money. It looks like. Well, no, actually, I don't. I've only got 29,000. I have hardly any money. I really have all the cars that I would want, though. I feel like this thing's pretty sick. Road Slayer. Or wagon. Oh, you can get money from the custom races? Shit. Let's do this. See what we get. See what kind of money we get. Budford Motor Park. Old oval dirt track. This could be a shit show right here. That was a little unnecessary. All right, Saul, you get some sleep, bud. Glad you can come hang out, man. Good luck with school and your BMX stuff, and we don't see you again for a little while. But Wednesday night, man, we're always doing our wrestling stuff, so you can come see your little Batman guy. I'll work him into some kind of match this week. See if he can't get involved with something. I feel bad for that guy. Got 2 laps to go. I have no idea who's in the lead. Can't find him. Assassin, Devil, Shadow. I haven't seen them on my screen yet. Football that corner real bad. Ha! Oh, there he is. Oh, I tried to slide it in there. I don't know if I can get to him. Ah! So I got 6,400 experience, 1,700 credits. That's not bad, Jay. That's not bad. I can work with that. See, what cars have I got? Maybe I can upgrade on some of my stuff. A lot of these I don't even use. I haven't even upgraded. I haven't done my my CRX here. Do something with this thing. That's true. I did one a little while ago that was the monster truck and bumper cars. It was funny as hell. Ooh, there we go. Check this out. Fancy ass wheels. Racing exhaust right out the side there. Let's just heat the driver's ass on up. With this one right here. Nothing better than getting dirt all down in your hood. We're going to leave that alone. We'll put a spoiler on here. That's beautiful right there. The hell kind of front splitter is that? Let me just pack as much dirt on the front of the car as I can. That's actually kind of sick looking though. Armor on here? Hold on, look at this. It's a beautiful thing. We'll leave the regular front bumper. Regular rear bumper too. It looks cool. All right, what are we gonna? We got a roll cage in there. We'll leave the roll cage in there. Put a bar on the side. It looks cool without it, man. We don't need all that. Leave this thing like a regular little race car here. How much money we got? 29,000. We're gonna put the race motor in this little biatch. Spend all our money. CRX. Look at that, all my money. Boom, now we got 4,000. Gotta figure out what design I'm gonna do here, man. This is important stuff. I kind of like this one. You already know I'm going for them Alex on your screen colors. Dark blue in there. Turn this bitch pink. Already know. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. Eastern Shores. Compact painkiller. Bang me in the rear. Here we go. We'll go with this one. Look at that beautiful thing right there, man. Can't beat that shit. Stiffen up the suspension a little. What? Why did it change colors? What the fuck? Why did my colors go back? What the hell? Only this one went back. That was weird as shit. All right, so we're gonna keep the regular gear ratio here. Or front brake balance there. There we go. We got a beautiful little race car here. Let's find a multiplayer server that ain't got anybody on it. What this creates? Didn't we figure out that you guys can't join me if I like create a server? Didn't we try that? Or did we never? I don't know if we ever got to test it. Let's give it a try. Server name. We'll do some advertising. Here we go. Boom. No password. Boom. Mind if we race on your screen? Hell is all it is. Good. 12 players. Let's see. Number of laps. That's way too many. We'll do 6. Car restriction. No car restriction. Disable special vehicles? Nah. Random grid order. Hell yeah. Select track. Where we go? Yeah, I just want a random. How about this one? We can do the oval track right here. Boom. Somebody see if they can join. I don't know if this will work or not. And I can't. Can I add bots? My settings. Oh, add bot right there. Hey. Drive this thing. I don't know if you guys will be able to join this or not, but we'll find out. Damn. I'm definitely not trying to wreck all the bots. Why would I ever wreck all the bots? I like the bots. The bots are super nice. They're cool bots, and they would never try to wreck me, so why would I try to wreck the bots? I've never been wrecked by a bot in this game before. I'm not slowing down so a bot can catch up to me and then I can wreck him. Like that. Fourth that. Damn.
I might have screwed myself here. Uh-oh. Damn it. I done screwed myself. Needed one more lap. That's what I get for trying to wreck everybody. Yeah, I don't know if anybody will be able to actually join it or not. We'll find out. I don't even know what track this is. Oh, this one. Hell yeah. Also need to increase the maximum number. It doesn't look like I can. Max players are 12. Well, there's only... I need more bots. Can't add any more bots. See what we got on this track. Totally not wrecking all the bots. Ah. I could probably do that at Kuza. Better than have to set up a like dedicated server or whatever. I'll look it up. See what I need to do to make it happen, because I could definitely do that. Theoretically, that should be all you need to do if they've set it up right. Because I remember that's what I used to run of dedicated servers for, like Counter-Strike Source and Halo PC and stuff way back when. But networking wise, that's all I had to do. But we'll see what it does. But in the meantime, I guess we'll see about joining on other people's server. I just like driving on here, man. I'm just so glad I can play this on stream now. Been wanting to for so long. This little car doesn't drive that bad, man. It's pretty damn slow, but it's got good handling.
All right, I done won the race. No, not exit the whole game. I didn't know it brought me back to that menu. I thought it took me back to. I thought it had taken me back to the like exit. I thought I was saying exit lobby. I was like, yeah, I want to exit the lobby. Come on now, I want to be up out of here. I just slammed the door on the way out. I'm out of here. God damn it! Oh, no more of this. Full server browser. Filters. All right, we want some racing. Actually, I'll just turn that part off. Open servers. We'll say less than 150 ping. That'll cover most of the world with a decent connection. Let's see. Server not full. That's pretty much all we need. Not a full server, not like 300 ping. Covers it. And no password. Hopefully it'll give us a good little handful here. It's always this guy. Poop Socks Shit Show is always at the top of Go ahead, add garlic. Wreckfest official servers. Oh, it's like offline though. I see. Fudge Knuckles Funhouse Death Match at Mudford Motor Park. Oh, this is it right here. Class C crash tracks, figure eights, and ovals. Oh, hell yes. I'm going to add that as a favorite now. All cars, random tracks. I'll add that as a favorite. Unfriendly family and rejects server. I'll add that one too. Hot dog water. Asphalt 101. Mandalorian security van. There's actually a shitload of servers on here. All right, I've added a bunch of servers to the favorites here. It should be decent. I haven't even like scratched the surface of all of them. Girl Scouts love my speed. Fuck, man.
German English fuckfest, no rules. Oh man. All right, I think we've grabbed a good handful here of favorites. So let me refresh so it sticks all the favorites at the top. We can grab one, do some racing. Wayne, I'd get you Wreckfest, but I got you CarX, buddy. What was that one that I wanted to do? This one, the Crash Tracks Figure Eights and Ovals. Hosted in Canada. Pirate says, you see the station wagon billboard pic on the slide style Discord. I have not spent a whole shitload of time in Discord today. I was talking to Malte back and forth in there about his new seats earlier. Change car. Vehicle not eligible, so I gotta pick a different cars. Oh, that's right. This is only Class C. Wreckfest, Wayne? No, I know, but I'm just saying. It's not my fault it's not cross-platform. I really don't know why it's not. Once PS4 and Xbox One came out and everything was like x86 and using pretty much all standard stuff, there's really no reason for them to not do it. And if I remember correctly, Unreal Tournament 3 had figured out cross-platform between PS3 and PC. Which really, you're just sending packets to a server. I mean, it's online connected anyway. I don't understand what the difference would be. It's the same shit for any multiplayer first-person shooter or racing game, is which direction are you pointed in? At what given time and what current inputs do you have, so that way the server can also help predict where you're going to be next for the other clients. God damn! Because it used to be way back when, to port a game over to a different console, I mean, you had to change aspects of the game engine itself to get it to work. But once you get to PS4, Xbox One era, that's kind of stopped being the case. On a large scale. Obviously, it was still the case for, you know, small little details, things here and there, but nothing, literally game-changing. I remember way back, like PS2 and Xbox, man, you would play a game on one console and it'd be like a completely different game on the other consoles. I remember playing Vice City at my buddy's house, like, because he had an Xbox, I had a PS2, and like, just the way that the cars drove felt different. Like, just the way that it calculated physics and things like that. I mean, nothing major, but like, we could tell the games were different. And like the way it handled like things like anti-aliasing and stuff like that were just slightly different between the consoles, so the games look different. It's kind of cool. Two votes. Somebody else is in here. Who else is in here? Hey, Yakuza's in here.
Man, I wish this wasn't Class C, though. I wish it would let us run anything. Theory, what's happening, dude? We're just screwing around, having some fun on Wreckfest, man. I got around another, probably about an hour or so before I got to hop off of here. Going on a ride tomorrow. We are going to pick up a wrestling ring in North Carolina. That, if all goes well, is going to be, because we have a wrestling ring we're using for training or whatever, but that's going to be our show ring. So, like, it's going to stay on the trailer. And we'll probably set it all up to make sure that it's, you know, doing what it's supposed to do. But after that, we'll break it down and put it in the trailer, and then whenever we're going to run shows, that will be the ring that gets used. I'm going to offer to set it up at my house for testing. But yeah, so I got about an hour left where I got to get off of here and go to sleep, so that way I'm not late, because my ass is always late to everything. Y'all know that kind of thing. What you been up to, Theory? What's happening, bro? Almost got destroyed right there. Oh, no. I feel bad. Flip back over. There we go. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, no. Oh, it's all my fault. I feel now it's all my fault. Look, my driver looks like Paper Mario now. Now I've just got to survive to the end of it. Hell yeah. I'm so excited for Friday, man. My list of to-dos for like all the overlays and everything like that was like relatively short, and just a couple of little things here and there. I'm changing up the way the replays work. But yeah, I didn't have like this long list of all this like broken shit to fix this time. It was like 2 things. So it's like I'm not even worried about that aspect. Like, I'm always like super like stressed over that aspect of it, of like, is the whole thing just gonna shit its pants in the middle of the event kind of thing, because it's done that before. But nah, it's like gonna grab everybody's sign up and
message everybody, make sure that they're down and whatever. There's a couple of surprises on the way. We've got the prize nailed down. It's a we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. Now Charlie put in the request to make sure she's off work by 7, so that way she'll be home in time and everything. So we should be squared away. I have no idea what is the figure 8. Oh, figure 8 would be fun. All right, let me see. Changing the car up real quick here. Got the old rocket. Test the rocket out. Upgrades. What can I upgrade and keep the thing up? Or maybe it looks like I've already done all the armor and everything on it. Yeah, this thing is like built out. Let's do it. Yeah, Theory, dude, I'm so excited, man. And watching everybody practicing and like getting so consistent, hitting the jump and like just the tandems through the line, and of course, and it's like the classic drift track, you know, like just everything about it is going to be so awesome. I don't know if 6 laps is enough laps to like get crashes in the intersection going here. What the hell is that? Like a hearse? No, I think we are going to start seeing some intersection action here real quick. Pirates as a pizza hearse. Oh, shit! The back of my car is jacked up. Me and Akuza both ate it right there. He hit us like split between the middle of us. Yeah, it sucks, Theory. I was reading about it the other day because I was trying to, you know, get any background info on the track or anything like that maybe I could talk about during the stream. But it kind of made sense because, I mean, they had issues. The tracks, like the entire facility is having issues with, what's the word I'm looking for? They're having like financial trouble and stuff because after the Fukushima plant situation, everything going on with that, like the earthquakes and everything like that, like that damaged a whole bunch. There were like mudslides and shit that like fucked the tracks up, and they had to like repave parts and sections like that, so it was really expensive. And then like COVID happened, so they weren't running events and stuff like that, so they didn't have any income. And then just the overall status of, oh damn it, just drifting in general, especially like modern stuff, it's getting so high horsepower and everything like that. I mean, it's a track like that is getting more and more dangerous as time goes on. Yogi, welcome back, buddy. So I definitely understand why they switched it back to dirt. It sucks, but I get it. And at least we have CarX, you know, we have the virtual renditions of it. Kind of like that car, man. I think I'm going to hold on to her. I don't know, actually, now that I think about it. Well, another thing about it that's kind of cool too is that with them not being able to run events there real life anymore, you know, it's going to slowly work its way down to where the only a handful of things are happening even in the virtual location anymore. So it'll be kind of cool to be part of, you know, keeping the memory of it going. It's just such a unique, like having a fucking jump in the middle of a drift track is so crazy. Or at the beginning of it, I guess. Oh no. I was doing good. This is all normal. There's nothing weird about me racing a lawnmower at all. I just want to get to the end. I'm gonna grab that DLC that has the like sprint car on it, man. Because to do a sprint car race at this track that's like 40 laps would be so sick. Or like a figure 8 race. I wish they had a version of a modified in this game, because then you could do like actual legit pro figure 8 style racing. Would be so awesome. If you guys have never seen that, man, look up like legit figure 8 racing. And not like where they, you know, tie 2 school buses together with a chain or RVs and not that. Like they're like NASCAR wheel and modified style stock car modifieds. Like they're like that, but they have this big wing on the back of them. And it's like they do endurance races. It's like they run a figure 8 track for like 3 hours. And it is badass, man. Those guys are so good. And they've got spotters and everything so that they have to like calculate when it's time to like make a risk and try to push it at the intersection or slow down and stop and let cars cross. Like, it's so wild, man. In theory, I don't know, man. I mean, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be one of the TV or YouTube personas in drifting. So I would assume guys like Adam LZ or whatever, or maybe the Hoonigan guys or somebody like that would be maybe involved in it. Trying to recreate something like it. And if you built a track like that, if you had a big piece of land and like your intention was to build a track that has like a jump in it like that, like or more, it's just like a bump, but you know, that momentum jump into a drift or whatever. If it's got a wide runoff area with like a sand trap or whatever, or honestly, you really don't even need that, just a really wide, long paved area, and then the wall along the outside
way out away from the jump area with the foam barrier, tire barrier, and a fence and everything like that. Like, you could build a facility that did that safely. It would work really well. I didn't even vote. I don't care. Random track. What do we get? Here we go. We can change servers, Akuza, if you want to have access to more cars. I just kind of picked this one at random. It's up to you. I mean, I'm good for whatever, Akuza. After this one, we'll switch over. There you go, Pirate, dropping some links down in there. I'm telling you, Theory. That's what we were just talking about a little while ago. I don't know if you were here for it, but man, I don't know why it's not. Like, because that's what we were saying about how on back in the older consoles they ran like proprietary processors and stuff like that, and you had to, when you ported a game, like you had to change aspects of the engine to get it to run properly on that console. But now everything's x86. They just run on standard shit. Like there's no reason for it not to be damn near easy, It's just weird. I don't get it. Especially with, like, people aren't writing a lot of their own game engine code anymore. It's Unreal Engine or, whatever. It's like different stuff like that. The id Tech, whatever, like stuff like that. Or Unity or, I don't know why. Or in this case, like, these guys they wrote this game engine because they were building a new version of Flatout, basically. Like, you wrote the engine from the ground up and you knew you were going to run the game on consoles. Why would you not write the netcode for multiplayer to be cross-platform from the beginning? Like, not like, 4 years later, maybe we'll make it cross-platform. No, like, when you start writing the game, why was that not... That's like a huge selling point, All right, Akuza, we'll switch out. We'll find a different server. That'll let us use more cars. All right, so that's when we were on. All cars, random tracks. Oh, but that's like deathmatch and stuff like that, so we don't want that. We'll try, here, 5 lap. We'll try this one. Well, I mean, there's no point in segmenting your player base when you don't have to. And with modern consoles basically just being like pre-built PCs and little fancy boxes with like built-in game stores. There's like no bots on this one. Damn it. Let's not do this one, Akuza, because it's only going to be like 5 cars. That's no damn fun. I guess I probably could have looked at that before we. Does it show how many bots? Also, I need to unfavorite that one to get it off the list there. We could probably just join one of those poop socks servers. Oh man, such a weird name. It says out of 24, but I guess it just doesn't say how many bots it has. Here we go. This guy's figure 8 plus. Let's see about this one. Reset enabled, special vehicles enabled, damage mode normal. We'll try this. Damn, this one doesn't have any bots. Fuck. And it said lost connection. Well, this sucks. All right, well, I guess we'll do the damn poop sock thing. Fuck it. We'll find a poop sock server that has open space. Man, if there's anything I love, it's poop sock. That's a whew. That's such a disgusting concept. All right, this one's 21 out of 24. All right, we'll do old poop sock. Damn it. They're over here on the figure 8 track. All right, Theory, have a good night, buddy. We'll catch you next time, my friend. So sand pit race in action here. This guy has an A-class lawnmower. Oh, mine didn't change cars. What the hell? Glad I checked. There we go.
Only problem with these poop sock servers, man. Nobody readies up, so you got to wait the full like 2 minutes. And then it's a 6-lap race or something. Yeah, a 6-lap race. Holy shit. Let's see if I can catch up. Well, there's that. Yakuza, beware, there is a school bus, 2 school buses going around the track backwards, and a monster truck sitting next to the jump. Oh, is it who's already out? Well, this is who I was following earlier, so I'll watch them. Well, actually, while we wait, I'll find another server. I don't mind wrecking, but they're doing a thing. I'm trying to wreck, but actually race, not have big ass buses going backwards like it's Twisted Metal. That's what you get for poop sock server. Busy Knickers. This one. I think we were on this one. Oh, damn it. Oh, where'd it go? Now it's gone. Carnage races. All right, maybe this one. Only 4 laps, though. Maybe this one. I don't know. Let's try it. Connection failed. Fuck. Ridiculous. Boost. What's up, dude? $5,000. Didn't you just get that car? Why do you have to pay 5? Did you wreck it? You didn't have a mechanic look at it before you bought it? Well, then it sounds to me like your mechanic is going to be fixing the car. What kind of dumb shit is that? What kind of mechanic are they? Because if it needs $5,000 some worth of work on it, that's not something that's just hiding in there. All right, here we go. This one has bots. Figure 8 race. You can do any class. All right. We'll try this one. Pain in the ass to find a server tonight, man. Well, what is it? Why is it $5,000? Like, what does it need, Boost? Spark plugs you could do yourself. The coil packs are fine if the plugs are firing. The car wouldn't run right if the plugs weren't firing. So you would have known that before you ever left. So there's nothing wrong with the coil packs. I mean, if it's got compression issues, how many miles does it have on it? It might just have, I mean, who knew? It's got compression issues. Like, Yogi's returned again.
Yeah, 214,000 miles. Yeah, it's not going to have the greatest compression in the world. Like, it's not. No, they're trying to fuck you, dude. You know, there's no way. Unless there's something, unless the engine has stopped running, that's just normal wear on a 200,000 mile engine. That's just kind of what's going to happen. I mean, yeah, it'd probably be good to put piston rings in it and stuff like that, but they don't have to reflash the ECU for that. Like, at all. That doesn't make any damn sense. Yeah, but you didn't test drive the car before you bought it? Well, then something happened in between. It's not like you bought it like that. But there's no way it's not a compression issue that's causing it to not do that. No, it sounds to me like they're trying to scam you out of some. They've done something to the car and they're trying to scam you out of some money. You need to take that car somewhere else. It doesn't make any damn sense that you test drove the car and it was fine. Then somebody else test drove the car and suddenly now it won't go over 30 miles an hour. And they're saying it needs piston rings and spark plugs. Like, yeah, it needs that. It's got 200,000 miles on it. No shit, it needs that. But that's not going to cause it to. No, they've done something to it to try to get $5,000 out of you. That shit just don't make any sense. Because it's an Accord, right? What, did like a 2012 Accord or something like that? What year was it? $2010. Yeah, and see, that's the other thing. I'm not a mechanic. And this is all shit that is like major red flags to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a fairly limited knowledge when it comes to that stuff. And, like, this is all screaming bullshit to me. So, yeah, you gotta, don't give nobody no $5,000. You gotta, God damn it. Yeah, you gotta take that thing to somebody that knows what the fuck they're talking about. Definitely not a dealer. Because anybody at a dealership, if you're driving a 2010 with 200,000 miles on it, they're going to tell you every damn thing they can tell you to try to get you to buy or lease a new car or some stupid shit like that or whatever, so they can sell that thing at wholesale and make a profit. It's not, no. You need to take it to like a mom and pop shop, people that actually give a shit about keeping cars running for people and helping them out, and see what they say about it. You haven't ruined my night at all. What the hell are you talking about? Most interesting thing we've had to talk about all night. We've been talking about games not being cross-platform for no reason. And why can you not jump when you're going upstairs in that Warstride game I was playing earlier? Now, we were talking about Soggy doing the BMX stuff earlier. That shit's pretty crazy. But I'm pretty proud of 7th for that race right there after how that went. What? Where's it? Oh, did Akuza crash out? Not like crash out of the race, but like his internet. What happened? He's not even on the list. Holy shit, Boost. That's a shitload of overtime. There we go. It says Akuza's here now. Man,
Damn. Yeah, I would take that thing to an independent shop and get them to look at that bad boy, because something ain't right about that. Oh, gotcha, Kuza. My bad. Damn, he's got the unicorn over here looking. Oh, Yogi. So Boost has got a 2010 Accord with like 200-some thousand miles on it. He went to buy it, test drove it, had a mechanic look at it. Everything was all good. Now all of a sudden, the car won't go over 30 miles an hour. The motor's all bogging down and everything like that. So, of course, he takes it to the dealership, and they tell him that it needs $5,000 worth of motor work, saying that it needs new plugs, new coil packs, needs spark plug rings, and then after they do all of that, or spark plug rings, Jesus, piston rings. So I'm trying to go over the list in my head and not forget anything. Coil packs, spark plugs, piston rings, and then after that, they're saying that they need to like reflash the ECU. And my original thought was, yeah, it's got compression issues. It's got 200,000 miles on it. Like, it probably does need piston rings, but that's not gonna. Okay, you've got compression issues, loss of power, whatever. That's not gonna make the car not go more than 30 miles an hour. Like, and it's not gonna suddenly do this overnight. He would have. Obviously, Boost would have noticed that when test driving it. So, like, I think the mechanic that did his own little test drive of it did something with it and then turned around and is saying, oh, it needs all this work. It needs all this work. I think he's getting fucked because he's saying it's at the Honda dealership. So what say you, Yogi? What do you think? And I'm not a mechanic at all. I have very limited knowledge. I have the stuff that I have learned from my dad, from the internet, and from race cars. And shit that applies to race cars does not apply to regular cars, but a very little bit. The basics of engine mechanics, like. Are these the only tracks on this server? God damn it, man. Why can't we find a good server tonight? But yeah, out of the knowledge that I have, that just doesn't sound right to me. And I don't know how to test that either. Like same thing. Like I know how to, because that's an issue that we've had on a race car before. So that was kind of the first why I thought that. But I mean, yeah, that's one of the first things that I would think. If you're, getting on the interstate, you're on the on-ramp, you put your foot to the floor, you're trying to put a little gas to it, and it just ain't giving it nothing, and it's choking out, and it's bogging down and everything like that. I mean, that sounds to me like that would be not getting any fuel to the motor. Or the other direction. Maybe you're not getting any air to the motor. Have you checked the air filter? Has the air filter like come apart? Is a piece of it clogged in the intake, on the, have you checked your, what the fuck is that thing called? I'm going to call it something stupid. It has a real name, but the flappy. The little flappy valve on your intake. It's a tube with flap in it. What the fuck is that called? Your throttle body. The flappy tube. Well, that's true, too. The first thing you need to do is take it over to Advance or AutoZone or something and have them run the OBD2 sensor on it. Plug that thing in and see what codes it's throwing or whatever. It sucks this is the only track on this server. I don't want to keep changing servers. But yeah, Yogi's exactly right. I'd plug that thing up, see if it's throwing any codes for anything. What does it do sitting in the driveway? Like if you just turn the car on. It idles fine. That's a I mean, that's... I will say this a million times. Not a mechanic, but if you fire up the car, it starts fine, it idles fine, you can drive around your neighborhood fine, everything is good, and you try to give it any kind of throttle or anything like that, and it starts causing problems. I mean, my first instinct on that is the fuel pump. You're trying to, I mean, quite literally trying to give the motor gas, and it's not getting it. And all the codes that it would throw for that is the ECU saying, you know, from your O2 sensor, we expect this, you know, fuel richness rate, we expect this ratio of fuel to oxygen or whatever, and we're not getting it. Especially because it's a 2010, it's going to have a little bit more information as far as ECU stuff goes. If it was like a 2002 or something like that, you might have less to work with. Because I know an O2 sensor went shitty on my, I had an 03 Tiburon, and it was just throwing, the code for that car was literally just O2 sensor. That's what the code was. It didn't tell you anything about it. It just said O2 sensor. It's like, oh, thanks. That would be motor mounts, but it wouldn't. It's weird that it would do it when it's cold. But also, you would have noticed that when you first fired it up before you bought it. So they've done something to it. Like, the mechanic you took it to did something to it. I don't know what. Because that's all shit you would have noticed when you first sat in it, you know, when you were going to test drive it or whatever. You'd have sat down, fired it up, and you'd have been like, hey, what is this? Or if you took it out on the road and, you know, went to go at the most pace of speed limit is 45 and you can't get the bitch over 30, you'd have looked at the salesman and been like, what the fuck is going on here? So they've done something to it. Like, and not to get into this whole conversation, but this is one of those situations where people like us are fucked because you should take them to court. You know, like, if you can find proof that you bought the car and then you took it to this mechanic or whatever, and then something happened, if you could find proof that something happened, you take them to court. You know, it's what the fuck is going on? You're gonna fix what you did here, and pay me some damages. You know, but people like us, I assume y'all are just normal people just like me and whatever. We can't afford that shit. You know, when stuff like that happens, we're just fucked. We can't do nothing about it, and now your car is messed up, so you've got to take it to a mechanic to figure out, to at least undo what that mechanic did. I doubt it should. I don't think you're going to have to pay them $5,000. Whatever it is. But yeah, I would get your I'd take it to Advance or AutoZone or whatever and have them see what codes it's throwing. And literally, don't even worry about a mechanic right now. I would go find out what codes it's throwing. And, like, legit, just Google them. One by one, just Google each one and see what they all come up with. It's going to be, I mean, treat it just like a puzzle, you know? You've got a problem, and you got to find your solution. Well, the magic of modern cars is you can plug a sensor thing in there, plug the code reader in, and it'll spit you out all kinds of information, like Blue's Clues or whatever. But I'm mad as hell about the whole thing for you, man. Or it's like Blaze with the whole his truck situation where they were supposed to be doing those modifications to it or whatever and had it on the dyno and blew it up. Like, that shit pissed me off. And I wasn't even involved in it. I'm like, they blew up your truck and they want you to pay for it? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, exactly, yo. You can't pay that much. There's no way it needs that. So if you sit in the car right now, Boost, like if you were to, damn, this is the only track. This sucks. I don't want to keep doing the same tracks over and over again. So, like, if you were to sit in that car right now and floor it, it would be normal. It wouldn't. I mean, you'd hit the red line and it would and not like do anything weird. Because it's almost got to be a fuel pump issue if it's that. That if you just hold it wide open, it'll eventually suck enough gas through it. Well, what does it do if you just like floor it? Like obviously in park or whatever, neutral, and you like what is it? So it just goes like that. Gotta be a fucking fuel pump. Gotta be. And see, now it's almost fun for. I know it sucks for you, but it's almost fun for me because it's like when I'm used to mess with the race car stuff and whatever. It's like what is it? I want to know. I want to figure it out. It's like a code bug. I want to find it. So I'm just sitting here. My brain is like fuel pumps. Got to be the fuel pumps. I know it sucks for you. I'm not trying to. I'm not making light of your situation at all. Like I'm really not. But from me being an outside, third-party perspective or whatever, I'm very interested in what the solution is. Is it also possible that like you got bad gas? I wonder if it doesn't just have shitty gas in it. What if you get like a how much of a tank has it got in it right now? Off the top of your head, I mean, do you even know or? Because I've heard stories that like depending on the, you go to a gas station or whatever, and it, if they've got an old gas tank and there's like an inner liner in it or what, I don't know how that shit works, but if it starts coming apart, like you can get chunks of shit in your gas tank. I don't know if that's a thing anymore because I feel like the pumps and all have really tight filters and all on them now, but old wives' tale or whatever, My dad got that shit in my head when I was young. We only get gas from like the same, like I only get gas at Shell. I will take BP or Amoco because they're the same company or whatever. I'll get that as a backup. And if I am in an emergency situation, can't find no gas, and I need it or I'm not going to make it to my destination, Exxon is third. Other than that, I will park that bitch on the side of the road.
But see, that's the thing. Circle K, they're not a, oh, holy shit, a track that's not an asphalt track. Yes. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Circle K. There's nothing wrong with them, but that's not their gas. They're getting gas from wherever the fuck they get gas from. Same as Wawa and whatever. Yeah. So that kind of, so it might be that you got bad gas. And not anybody's fault, just a freak thing, you know? But I wonder if it's not that. If you don't have half a damn gas tank, not half. Your car wouldn't start at all if it was half. But if there's like water or something, you know? Oh, it kicked Akuza out. God damn it. Gamer RDC, we're in the same, you already know. That's my man right there, you already know, bro. That is exactly the same thing for me. That's, yeah, Yogi, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I really do. I think it's a fuel pump. And I think that if it's been a slow burning issue for a while, like the fuel pump has been slowly wearing out, I think that's why the engine's throwing codes, is because it's been doing it for a while. So like all of the stuff, your fuel rails, your O2 sensors, whatever setup, all of that stuff is going to be like, hey, we're not getting what we're supposed to. Depending on what sensors are where, the fuel pump itself might have some type of sensor in it that's throwing a code saying that it's not getting the right flow rate out of it. I mean, it doesn't sound like you got a lot of time to burn because you said you've been working a shitload of hours. But if you're bored, I would get one of those little, or just Google how to siphon gas without using your mouth. Because my dad would literally just stick a fucking hose down in a gas tank and literally use his mouth to siphon the gas out of it. I'm not getting a mouthful of gasoline. Dad's got bigger balls than I do when it comes to that. But figure out how to, siphon gas out of the tank or whatever, and I would, get most of the gas out of it. And I'd say maybe, so you have, a quarter tank, which I don't know where you'd store all that. I guess you'd have to get, a bunch of 5-gallon buckets or whatever. The smart thing would be to get gas tanks, but, if you're in a pinch, obviously you're not going to leave gasoline sitting in a 5-gallon bucket, but you get what I'm saying. This is a quick hack that I'm trying to come up with here, but I would get it down to a quarter of a tank and then go buy a bottle of that either STP or Lucas Oil fuel injector cleaner, and it's going to irritate the shit out of your neighbors. But I'd fire that bitch up and I would just I wouldn't redline it, but I'd hold that bitch at 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. And see if it's not just for whatever reason, the damn injectors are all clogged and shit. Obviously step one is going to be get your codes checked at Advance or AutoZone, 100%. But I'm saying after you do all this checking, if nothing's coming out or whatever, and you're running out of ideas, I would do that shit. I would get the gas that's in it out of it. Put some gas that you think is decent in it, and put that fuel injector cleaner in it and try to force that through the motor. But that's my redneck engineering answer of, stupid shit you do when you run out of ideas. But
See, that's another point that Yogi made right there. He's saying if there's like water getting mixed into your oil, that could be causing all kinds of problems. If you have an internal crack in the block, have you changed the oil on it since you bought it? I know you just got it here recently. You added oil? That's a problem. You mean you added oil? I mean, if you got it used from a dealership or whatever, there you go. No, you gotta drain that bitch. Oh, we're talking about Boost car, gamer. Shit, I would drain. I wouldn't take it somewhere. I'd do it myself. I would drain the oil and see what it comes out looking like. Because if that shit comes out looking like a chocolate milkshake, you got a problem. And then it wouldn't be the dealer's fault, because what happened was they said that they changed the oil before they sold it to you. Yeah, I bet they damn sure did. To get it to run right. Gamer, which message? I've seen 3 from you since you got here. I'm pretty sure I responded to all of them, including the one where you asked if I saw. So 2 of them. Oh. Yeah, I was way overdue to change the oil on mine. Oh, I did completely miss that message. Where the hell was that? How did I miss that one? You can't go wrong with Costco, man. They are, as far as customer service and whatever goes, man, they're usually on top of their shit. So I wouldn't expect them to have bad gas. But I mean, it's not like it's their fault. It's not like they're buying shitty gas on purpose, you know what I mean? It just kind of happens that way. Because there's a reason why the refineries that have their own gas stations, like Shell and Exxon and, you know, BP, places like that, send gas to other gas stations. It's the gas that they don't want. Like, that's why they can sell it at a discounted rate.
Fuck! 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 Oh!
Boost. Yeah, I think
I love you, bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
I think the very, very first thing that I would do is change the oil. Like, drain the oil, see what it looks like. Obviously, check for any metal shavings or anything like that. But if it comes out, like, for real, not even a joke, if it comes out looking like chocolate milk, you've got oil and antifreeze / water mixing up. And that's not good. Because that means you got a crack in the block somewhere. After that, if that comes out good, put your new oil in it and everything like that. Make sure you've got a new good oil filter and everything in there. You know what's up. I'm not trying to treat you like you're dumb. You know what to do. After you do that, I would take it to Advance or AutoZone or whatever's nearby you, O'Reilly, you know, whatever. They all usually offer a service where they'll check the codes and give you a printout. I would see what codes you get. Advance is my spot, man. I'll drive past an AutoZone to get to an Advance, but that's just me. And I also get that from my dad. But yeah, I would get them to run the codes, see what that comes up with, and then after that, and while you're at Advance, after you change your oil, buy you a bottle of that either Lucas Oil or STP fuel injector cleaner, because it can't hurt. It cannot hurt. I throw that shit in there. I put some in my car every time I change oil anyway, just kind of as part of my process. But I would do that and then see what the codes say and go from there. I wouldn't fuck with those mechanics anymore because for them to go straight to talking about $5,000 in piston rings and coil packs and everything like that, like, yeah, no shit, it's got 200,000 miles on it. It's gonna have compression issues. Like, duh. I'd be shocked as fuck if it didn't. Like, but that's not going to cause the symptoms that you're, oh, what a finish. What a finish. Did y'all see that shit? Oh, man. Almost got beat on the last corner, the last straightaway, and then I wrecked his dumbass. I'm glad that was all bots. I'd have felt bad if that was an actual person. I hope it lets Yakuza back in here. What time is it? Because I got to get off here. Oh, shit. It's already 2. Yeah, but how did that happen, like, overnight, Boost? That's what's crazy to me. Gamer, I would, man, but I got to get off of here. I got to, got somewhere I got to, or unless you were asking somebody else, but I got to roll up off of here. This could be my last race I do here. I don't know what happened to Yakuza. I wonder if his internet did just give up on him because he's done disappeared out of Discord too now that I look over there. Oh yeah, if anybody wants to grab some doors, man, y'all get with Gamer over there. Y'all go hang out. But yeah, this could be my last race right here, and then I'm hopping off for the night. Iris says the Aussie bucket is gonna be his car for Friday. I'm so hyped for Friday, man. It's gonna be fun. I got a couple of graphics that I need to finish working on for like the end, like the winning graphic for the world champion and all of that. Look at that, Yakuza, see, he's all this talk about it. He said, I'm gonna get my car worked on right now, fuck this. He's like, y'all are scaring the shit out of me, man. I can't afford all of this. That's what I was saying when I saw that my car was like way overdue for an oil change. It wasn't overdue on mileage, but like I hadn't changed my oil in over a year. That's how little I'm driving these days. No, I understand, Boost. It's no worries. Like I said, it's an invite event. You know, it's not like the other events where, like, if people sign up and then, you know, they don't show up and they don't tell us or whatever. I mean, obviously it's going to suck, but, like, it's the finals and it's an invite-only thing. We know if you guys can't make it, you know, something came up. Like, we know y'all want to be there for sure, and we hope everybody can come that you know, was on the invite list. But if not, hey, it is what it is, and we're just going to have fun with it. It's a celebration of the whole season and what we were all able to accomplish together. In 10 months, we were, you know, ran a full season of our own little FD, you know? Like, how cool is that we were able to do that together, and it's been such a fun time, and how awesome it's going to be next season now that we've gotten through the first season and worked out most of the kinks, and we have an idea of what we can do for a new voting system for next year, and we're gonna get the word out, because this year was just us. It was all word of mouth and us telling our friends and people finding us on Twitch, and I never posted about it on any Discord servers or on Reddit or anything like that. So next season is gonna be A whole bunch of fresh eyes on it. Oh, shit. Oh, here I am texting and driving, and now I'm running over into the tire barrier. Akuza, what kind of car? I don't know if I've ever asked you, or if I did, I've completely forgotten. If you're still here, what car have you? What are you driving? I feel like I know this. Like as soon as you tell me, I'm gonna be like, duh, I know that. But I don't remember if we've ever even talked about what car you have. Akuza likes to be all secretive and shit. 7th gen Celica. Okay. What year? I'm trying to remember what the date range on that would be. Are you Pirate? I need to get with everybody on anybody that wants to add anything into the prize pool. I mean, obviously they're going to be in charge of, delivering it to the winner however they want to or whatever, but just so that I can tell everybody. I know exactly the one you're talking about, Akuza. My cousin had one for a while. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, hell yeah, that's a slick little ride right there, man. Have you done anything to it, or is it just mostly stock, or? Oh, Yogi, it's Boost car was a 2010 Accord. I would assume the V6 because he said it's down 2 cylinders right now. So if it was a 4-banger and it was down 2 cylinders, the bitch wouldn't run. So Pirate's got a 05 Dodge Ram. Okay. There you go. There's Boost with your hookup there, Yogi. I appreciate you helping him out too with that. I am. I'm going to say it again, man. I am not a mechanic at all. I worked in detail. I just happen to have my ears around mechanics and shit, but I don't know shit about nothing. I know how to work on my car, and I know how to work on race cars. And by race cars, I mean stock cars. So not even race cars, old Chevy small blocks and shit. That's all I know anything about. So, and barely anything at that. I know how to cheat them up. Let me scroll back up, make sure I ain't missed nothing, because we've been talking a lot. Gamers said until you shoot a piston through a block from putting too much pressure. We've blown up some race car motors, that's for sure. Oh my God, I'll tell you a quick story before I get off for the night. One of my favorites at you headed out here, Yogi? All right, buddy, get out of here, man. Have a good night. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, as always, for all the bits and subs and everything, all that you do, all your support, man. We love you. We appreciate you. I'm getting ready to, but I thought of a story. I want to tell a story. So, short track racing, think about 88 Monte Carlo type body style, or I guess super sport. You know what I'm saying? That what do they call it? G body cars or whatever. The 80s NASCAR race cars. There's whole series. I mean, street stock. We call ours Grand Stock, so it's a little bit higher class than most street stock series around the country. But anyway, that's what they're running. And or I think a Buick Grand National, that body style. Remember all the cars that look like that? So that's the series they're running or whatever. So with my boy driving. We got the cars hooked up and everything like that. He's running like I don't know. The car's not driving great. It's something's up with it or whatever. I've got the headset on, whatever. We're doing our thing. Something ain't right. He goes into turn one, and the car it's like it doesn't want to turn. It's like something broke, right? What, Yogi? Shit packed for what? I'm confused. For tomorrow, you mean? Stream delay. Anyway, so he goes down into turn one. Car doesn't want to turn or whatever, and we just thought it got super tight on him, whatever. And he's kind of like, he doesn't hit the wall, but he's kind of like up against the outside wall, kind of scraping on it, whatever, and like comes to a stop. And he's on the radio like, I don't know about, he's like at this point because he's frustrated. He's like, I don't know about this piece of shit, man. Fuck it. So he's like up in turn two, up in the wall, right? Here come because there's only like 12 cars total in the race. Here comes the like top 6 cars in like a group. They're all running together. They go to cut into turn one. This is a 0.3 of a mile track. It's a small ass racetrack. They go to turn into turn one. And all 6 of them in a pile go up into the outside while they all just wreck all their shit up. And me and the guy that was the spotter for my team or whatever, which is a whole different story because it was supposed to be me and it was the whole thing. But he's on the radio going, fire it up, go, limp it around, go. And David's on the radio going, it's dead. What the fuck are you talking? It's gone. What was that guy? I can't remember his name. He was such an ass too. That guy was such a dickhead. But oh my God, him running. He's got his headset on because I'm standing on top of I'm on the front of pit road because I'm gonna, if he's got a flat tire or whatever, not like a NASCAR pit crew, but I can change a tire real quick, pull a bent up bumper off or something like that. So I'm standing there. I look back over and I see this motherfucker is like sprinting down the back straightaway. He's got his headset going, fire it up. So we snapped the rod out snapped the piston rod on it and blew a hole out the bottom of the block that was this big. Every single ounce of fluid that was in this race car went from the start-finish line up the middle of the track through turn one to the outside wall in turn two. And every single car on the track on the next lap came around and just piled the fuck up in the wall. So there's just like 8 cars in a pile also. They're all getting out and they're mad. They're not mad, they're disappointed, all the drivers and whatever, and everybody's kind of like checking on each other to make sure they're okay, and everybody was fine. It wasn't that big a deal, but it was so goddamn funny, just the whole situation of him running down the back straightaway, well, in the pits or whatever, going fire it up, and he's like, he had a hole this big in the motor. How the fuck is he gonna fire it? Oh man, but there's my story about blowing a hole out the side of a motor. That shit was so damn funny. Oh, man. We had some wild-ass times out at the racetrack, man. Had some shitty nights, had some good nights. I hated that place. Everybody there. You will never meet a bigger group of shit people. You could go to in the U.S., go to a Saturday night short track in the pits, not in the fans, not the fans in the crowd. Go in the pits. Saturday night short track racing at any short track in the entire country, you would feel more comfortable at a Ku Klux Klan rally than you would feel in the pits of the worst people I've ever met in my entire life. 95% of them. You will usually at 1 or 2 racetracks, you will find that one guy that's just like, he'll give you the shirt off his back. He's the nicest guy you've ever met. He just goes out there to have fun. And the guy at my track, his name's BJ. I'll never forget him. Nicest guy I've ever met in my life. My neighbor, small world, my neighbor right over here works with him. So, and we were talking about the racetrack or whatever. He was like, "Oh, do you know BJ, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "You know him?" And he was like, "Oh, isn't he the best?" And I was like, "I love him so much. I would help him out whenever I could when I was at the track." But out of all the cars, I could send y'all pictures of just a random, well, we were Friday night at our track, but I could send you a picture of a Friday night at the racetrack. I could I'll draw an arrow at him and say, "This is the one guy that's a good guy." All the rest of these guys are fucking assholes. Racists, these are the kind of people that will just say the N-word. Like, casually. Like, in that way. Like, oh my, like, I don't get it. Hate women, somehow, and then not only that, they're like shitty about each other. Like they're like, "I'll wreck that motherfucker." It's like, dude, this isn't NASCAR. We don't have $100,000 cars and budgets and all this stuff. These are guys working out of their own garage, haul the car to the racetrack on a Friday night because they want to race, they want to have fun, and they're out there like wrecking each other's shit. The worst people I've ever met in my life. I had to get the fuck away from it. I couldn't, because I love racing. I wanted to be there. And there were a bunch of guys in the pits like me. I'm talking about the people that own the cars, drive the cars, set up the cars. I'm not talking about the tool bitches like us. I was the tool bitch. We're just there. A lot of us were just happy to help and to get to put tires on race cars and shit. Like that's what we wanted to do. But the people that are actually involved in it, the people that run the track, the officials, the tire guys, just horrible people. Go to a drag strip. I've never felt a more welcoming environment that I felt at a drag strip in my entire life. It was the coolest fucking thing I've ever. I would bump into somebody on accident just walking through the crowd and they would apologize to me. Like the difference in like a short track stock car racing crowd in America and like a drag racing crowd or like motocross type stuff. Super cool people. Why all the assholes congregate around short track racing? I will never understand. And I hate it. But anyway, so there you go. There's my story for the night is we blew up a whole car. I'm on the East Coast game. I've never been to Irwindale. So our local tracks are, Boost said he said it out here. Have a good night, man. Good luck with the car. Keep us up to date on Discord. Let me know. So, I mean, tracks that are regionally famous, not like world, because I mean, my closest track is Richmond, like RIR for NASCAR. But Dominion Raceway, South Boston, Langley, Hickory, North Wilkesboro, Shenandoah, Dover's in Delaware, so I guess that's somewhat close. I mean, Charlotte, if we're going that distance, Charlotte, that pretty much covers the Bristol. Yeah, Bristol would be not Martinsville, dumbass. Oldest short track and oldest operating racing facility in North America, I believe. Beautiful. Martinsville is fucking beautiful, man. Just a shitty little racetrack, but it's a beautiful facility. They keep it really clean. The grounds are really nice. Surprisingly, technology-wise, they've like kept everything up to date considering it's like in the mountains. When you turn into the main entrance of Martinsville Speedway in Virginia, you're literally in between two houses. Like my house, like a house like this. There's a house like this, their driveway, yard, garage, whatever, the entrance to the racetrack, and then their neighbor's house. Like you drive in between two houses to go down into like the track is in a valley, and there's a train track that comes along like under like the mountain. It's so beautiful, dude. You don't understand. But yeah, that's all the tracks around here that I go to. I got you. Yeah, those are all in your. Well, I mean, you guys have got because you've got a couple of NASCAR tracks over there. I mean, Las Vegas isn't super. I mean, it's hours away, but I mean, it's not like crazy far. Fontana's out there. I don't know how close that is to you though.
big ass racetrack. They're supposed to be converting that. Speaking of Martinsville, they're supposed to be converting Fontana into a flat short track like that, which I think is weird because it was a 2.5 mile or 2 mile super speedway. So I don't know how the hell that's going to work, but you could fit like 3 Martinsvilles. They could do like a big ass, a figure 8 track. Fontana's an hour away in Vegas, 2.5. Okay, so yeah, you got some tracks around. That's like NASCAR stuff, though. That's what I love. I mean, I'm so lucky as I'm in an area that's very populated with like old school short tracks. I mean, South Boston and Martinsville, South Boston, Langley, Hickory, North Wilkesboro. Those tracks are old as shit. They have been racing there forever and ever. The grandstands are old, rusty, rickety. You go to the bathroom and it's literally a trailer, like you know how, like outside of a school, like, they'll have a trailer. They have classrooms and it's stupid. They have a trailer that is a bathroom that is like you piss. It's like a long trough and you all stand next to each other and just piss in the trough and all the piss just runs. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. That's how old these places are. Oh God, Gamer says, "What's the difference between snow men and snow women?" All right, what do you got? Snowballs. What time is it? I gotta go. 20. All right, last story. Me and my buddies. It snowed like almost a foot, which for us is a shitload of snow. Snowed like a foot, and it was the best snow. It was that sticky, like you just like grab a handful and you had a snowball. You didn't have to like pack it. It was like whoop, and you had it. There's a hill at my parents' house. Like, it's not a super tall hill, but it's decent for sledding and everything like that. Wayne, I have horrible news about that, by the way, and I'll tell you in a second. Now I feel bad because I forgot to tell you. I meant to tell you like a week ago. But we made a snowman that was no bullshit, 7 feet. We were like 15. This thing was 7 feet tall. And we took like an old, like, because like, the snow was so heavy, it like broke a branch out the top of a pine tree. So we broke a bunch of stuff off of that. So we stuck it in the top so it had pine needle hair. We gave it a whole face, eyes, the whole thing. And because the snow was so sticky and everything like that, we made 2 big old snowballs and stuck it right. And it had, we put the little, I forget what the fuck, the little gumball or whatever that come out of the tree. We stuck those in so it had nipples. And we called it the Snow Hoe. And I'll get Mom to send me a picture. Mom still has pictures. I'll send you all a picture on the Discord. I'll have to ask her tomorrow. And it was a 7 foot tall, and this motherfucker was in the middle of the road. Not off to the side, not by the ditch. This bitch was in the middle of the road. Everybody got up to go to work the next morning or whatever, and it's so funny because you could see the tire tracks where they didn't just like drive around it. They pulled up and stopped because they sat there and said, "Them damn kids." And then because everybody in the neighborhood knew us, they knew it was me, Eric, and Josh. They already knew. They didn't have to ask nobody. They didn't have to call my mom and say who did the damn. They knew it was us. And then they'd like back up a little bit and drove around it because they weren't going to take it down because she was pretty. It was the best damn snowman they ever seen. But there you go. See, our snow woman had snowballs. They were just up here. Wayne, when I went to start editing the video of all of that stuff, it's just fucking, it was busted. The quality, the encoder settings were just fucked on the recording. It looks like there was nothing I could do to salvage it. I tried to scale it down to 720, edit the video, and then scale it back up. And it's got these like, can't even describe it. Like where it would block out the pixels for the encoding or whatever, it had like these light areas in between. So it had like this, almost like a checkerboard pattern across it. Like
Oh, here's where I was working on my upgrades of the replay view for slide style. But it had these like, it looked like this. It looked like this. Like all across like the whole video, but like it's made out of the pixels, not like on top of it or whatever. Like this, it was like distortion that looked like this through all of the video. I'm so frustrated because y'all worked so hard, like, and y'all crushed it on like the lines and everything like that. So yeah, that whole shit's busted. And I'm irritated as fuck because how cool of, I mean, you knew the idea, y'all did it. Like how fucking sick was that going to be? So now that I've got the capture card and we're going to have like the off season until January or whatever, I'm going to get with, I'm more because, all right, well, Gamer's the only one I think that's still here. I think it's just us now. Because I said I was going to get off and then didn't. But it was Wayne and Malte. I got them together and like we did this cool like Fast and Furious type shit where it was like a car drifting through the woods and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden another car comes in and then they're like tandeming together and it's like super cool. And I had these cool camera angles and I was going to edit all of that up. So it was like cool. It had music playing and everything like that. And then boom, like the car slid across the front of the camera like foo. And when it did and all the smoke was behind it, it was going to fade. The smoke was going to fade out to the Slide Style logo. And then that was going to fade into the broadcast for the event. Like, it was going to be the coolest shit. Like, it was ready to go. And then, yeah, the video is, like, I can't, it's unusable. Like, it's fucked up looking. It'll give you a headache watching it. I was so irritated. But now that we have, with the off season, we can get a handful of guys. We'll get all the top guys from Slide Style or whatever, get them together and see about editing together running different sections of the different lines on like a bunch of different maps and try to edit together like a video package. I'll get with Jay too, because Jay's the video editing guy, and I mean he's been with us since day one as far as the stream goes and everything like that. So I really would love for him to be involved in a project like that and to put his stamp on Slide Style stuff. I mean, Akuza's got his screenshots and everything, and he does all of that, and he's kind of like the technical, he makes sure everybody's within the rules and all that for us. Charlie is race control, I'm doing the casting stuff, Wayne is winning every fucking thing, Malte's game is crashing. Like, we all have our jobs, and so I want Jay to like be, so we'll do that for sure. No, we did not do the FD line. So one of the main things with Slide Style is I like to do unique stuff. I'm not trying to sound like we're special or anything like that, but I like to do weird shit. Because part of a Slide Style thing is to not be a normal drift comp. We want to be weird. We want to be different. We want to run odd lines. We want to run different-ish rule sets, and like we don't do clipping zones, we don't do all the regular shit with us. So that goes for the line too. Yeah, so like so that's why we did the kind of weird, now I did do start out with the big banking around the outside and then cut down to, for sure, like if we were gonna run the West Coast or whatever, the Irwindale track, like we're gonna have that. But then we did the like where we crossed back over and then cut back around. It's pretty damn close, honestly. Like, it's got the same vibe of FD Irwindale. It's just it's not the same. But that was last month. So if you want to go check it out, man, check out the last Slide Style event on the YouTube or whatever if you haven't seen it. But yeah, that was last month. That was a fun one. But yeah. So that's kind of part of the thing. This is the only. So this month, of course, we're doing like the Ebisu circuit with like the jump track and everything like that. Like, we're doing that one as is, and that's to honor the legacy of that track and just the history of drifting and especially the Japanese history and everything of drifting in general. We are going to run that one straight out as is, like that. But I'm getting ready to get off Akuza. We got to telling stories and shit like that. They reminded me of something funny from some racing stuff, so we were talking about that. I'm getting ready to get off of here. I do need to go to bed. Fuck you, Wayne. Well, if y'all would stop interacting with me, I'd stop talking, but y'all keep bringing stuff up. And no, I'm not going to talk about wrestling, Wayne.
You love it. You're still here. All right, here we go. Last thing. Gamer says he's got a joke. Here we go. Dark humor joke. He said, "What's the reason Hitler took himself out?" Oh God. God damn it. How have I'm more laughing because how have I never heard that? I've never heard that. I've heard a shitload of terrible jokes like that in school and whatever. I'm laughing because that one's new. I have never heard that. You know how many shitty, stupid motherfuckers I've heard tell me the same thing? How do you fit 7,000 Jews in a Volkswagen? In the ashtray. Ha, 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 ha. I've heard that same horrible shit fucking joke I don't know how many times. It's not funny. And like, I've heard that a million times. That one, I've never heard. So I will give you props for that. I've never heard that one. That's terrible. That is so fucking terrible. Oh my God. All right. How you gonna do that to me right before I gotta leave? No more. That reached our quota of terrible things for the day. Save it for next time. He says one more. No more. That was awful. Oh man. And Wayne, there will be wrestling streamed. I have to work on it, but I have a game plan, and that's where I'm going tomorrow because we're going to pick up the ring that we're going to do live shows and stuff in because we're not going to. The training ring we have is a giant pile of shit. That's a story for another day, but that's something I'm going to work on. But I'm going to talk to him about it because we're driving down North Carolina, so 3-4 hour car ride. So I'm going to give him the lowdown on the it's not a I'm gonna show I will show you my actual ring gear here soon because I need to make sure it's not all like mothballs and shit in it. And I need to make sure it's not like I'm probably smaller than I was when I bought it. Anyway, you'll see my actual wrestling gear soon, so I don't want to hear nothing about diapers no more. Oh man. Diaper action. I don't know. If Ace has his way, man, I'm going to be running the fucking... He said he's going to have me out there looking like old fucking Harley Race, Ric Flair, shit, Macho Man, his ring gear, not his entrance stuff, but like the trunks, knee pads, boots, and like serious wrestler. I'm like, dude, look at my skinny ass. That doesn't work. All right, it's 2:30. I got to get fuck off of here because, like I said, I got to be at his house at 11 tomorrow, and he's like an hour away from me. So I got to get up, shower, all that kind of shit, make sure I get something to eat, then go do some work. So you guys have a good night. Y'all already know the deal, man. Wednesday, OCW Mayhem is coming at you. It's going to be 9 p.m. because I have a catering shift like early evening that should be ending around 8. So I'll get home and get ready to stream and everything like that. So no, we'll just go straight into the matches and stuff. We'll just drop straight into it. 9 o'clock, and I have that on the schedule as well. So 9 o'clock Wednesday. Thursday is going to be final practice for Slide Style for the guys that are invited to the event. We're gonna this is gonna be like a serious practice because like it's A, it's the world finals, but B, it's a tougher track, like with the jump and everything like that. So I really want to like 2-3 hours. I know it's going to get boring after a while, but like I want everybody to have the opportunity to run with other guys and all of that. Just make sure they do the whole thing. And then, of course, you guys follow. If you're not already following Charlie, make sure you give Charlie a follow. She might even still be, if she's still up, she might still be playing. Yeah, she's still playing Dead by Daylight. So we'll send some love over there. We'll go hang out with Charlie before we get up out of here. She might be getting ready to go to bed soon, too, because she'll have to work tomorrow. But I've been Alex. I've been on your screen, and you've been you. You guys are awesome. See y'all tomorrow. Take it easy. Have a good night. Wayne, you trying to play some, you trying to play that Shatterline or some Paladins or something tomorrow? Huh? I'm good for either one of those. Let me know. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all next time. Be safe. Take it easy.